Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KairoS and welcome back once again to Let's Play Silent Hunter 4. We've just sunk this big old auxiliary cruiser and now I have decided to relocate because, well, they know we're here now, for sure. We've had a very successful patrol thus far, so I've just plotted a course down here to this circle I marked out last episode. I was planning to try to stick to the moderately deep water that you can see there on the map, and we'll see if we can catch anything coming into Singapore, which has just been taken over by the Japanese, of course, and therefore is probably being reinforced, I would guess, most likely from up here in Saigon and also from other bases up in the South China Sea, and they've got Manila as well, of course. So yeah, I think we'll head down there and see if we can find anything else. And I'll let you know if I have any excitement along the way. See you soon. Well, it looks like the Admiralty has other ideas, of course. I just let them know that we'd completed all our objectives, and they gave us new orders. They told us to proceed to Area B4 and engage in anti-shipping operations within the designated area in the South China Sea for 5 days. So scratch that. I was rather hoping that they wouldn't send us in that direction, because I do want to go and patrol that grid down there. But they want us to patrol the South China Sea instead. So, I mean, that's still fine, because I think we will be getting things coming out of possibly going back and forth between Manila and Saigon. And maybe there's just shipping coming in and out of the China Sea. There's plenty of bases up here. You can see there's an airfield up there, airfield up here. If we zoom in, you should be able to see plenty of harbours and bays. There's definitely something in this area, I'm sure. They wouldn't send us here if they didn't think there was something worth sinking. So I suppose we'll do as we're told for once and actually head up that way instead. So I'll clean this up and I'll get back to you once we've hit our patrol grid. Well, it's a lovely clear day up there. Bit choppy, but good visibility. And lots of bright sunlight. So I thought I'd let you see what we look like under the water most of the day. This is how we run most of the day. During daylight hours, we stay at periscope depth or just below. I'm actually just below periscope depth, listening in case something comes along, and churning along at fairly reasonable 4 knots. You can see our propellers going along there. These are really quite nice looking boats. You can definitely tell that these were designed to move very efficiently at decent speeds for the time underwater. It looks like a big old cetacean just floating along there. Anyway, how I usually run the boat, just for those who may be interested, is I stay at periscope depth during the day. I surface maybe for half an hour around lunchtime, let the men have some air, check the horizon, and then I go back down again until it gets dark. So we'll be doing that until we get to our new patrol zone, and we'll see if there's anything in the South China Sea worth shooting at. So I just wanted to point this out to you guys in case you weren't familiar with this mod. I was forgetting to do this last episode, which is why I mentioned it now. When you start up a game of this, it's usually a good idea to check in here in your what is this? The radar room, and you will get these 2 buttons here that you should take a look at. You got your SJ surface search radar. These are off by default, I think, at the start of a patrol or the start of a save, if you load up a save, I think. So it's probably a good idea to, I mean, we don't have that, so it doesn't come on, but you notice, see, I turned that on just a minute ago. You can turn it, now it's off and it's on. So it's off by default in this mod. So probably a good idea to turn it on when you're on the surface. I'll try and remember to do that in future, but hope that helps anyone who might have forgotten about that. We're going to continue on our way and just go to periscope depth now because it just got light out here. Alright. Oh my god, it's noisy out there. Yeah, we're about halfway there now, so. Okay, here we are. We're at our patrol zone. It's February 19th. Not much to report. The USS Triton managed to get this ship here, the Shinyomaru 5 cargo. Not bad. So, good for them. And we're just going to follow this this patrol course I've set here, which is a nice wide wide arc there. Plenty of room. We'll cover more water this way, I think. So, yeah, I'll just follow that course. Nothing to report other than that. It's still pretty choppy out there. Let's have a look. Yep, pretty choppy, very dark night. So we don't have anything to worry about. Looks like there's moon up there somewhere, but yeah, very choppy. I'll let you know if I see anything. Otherwise, we'll be here for the next 5 days. All right, well, we just popped up from periscope depth to get some air. Stayed up there for half an hour and back down again now. But we got a couple of messages while we're up there. The Battle of Lombok Strait is taking place, apparently. Results in Japanese victory, which is not great for us. You can have a read of that. Also, be advised, we've got a big warning here. Be advised, Japanese air forces are operating around Darwin, Australia. Well, this is the attack on Darwin, which, being Australian, I know all about. Darwin is down here, for anyone who doesn't know. That's Darwin. For me, that's actually up here, because I come from down this part of the world here, where my cursor is between Sydney and Melbourne. So, yeah, big attack on Darwin. Lots of bombs, lots of dead Australians. Definitely not a good time for us. So, I am out for revenge right now. We're going to do our damnedest to get a shot at these Japanese in this area. I haven't heard or seen anything yet, but hopefully we'll have some luck very soon. All right. Well, I'm on the surface again, and I'm pursuing this sound contact we have off to the port bow here. I've cancelled my nice course up there that I had set, so we can go chase this thing down. It does seem to be going quite quickly. I'm ahead, going ahead flank, at least I should be. Are we charging batteries? We are. I'm going to have to... In a minute, I'll tell them to stop doing that so we can actually catch up with this thing. But it's getting along pretty damn quick. So I'll let you know what it is. We might go a few more kilometers, actually. Nautical miles. It's actually going... This is in nautical miles. We'll go a few miles ahead, and we'll loop around and wait for her. How is our torpedo situation going, actually? Let's have a look. Go to torpedo station. There we go. Okay, they're all loaded, obviously, by now. They would be. Got plenty left, so I'll probably save my stern tubes for a rainy day. We'll probably use the forward tubes this time. So I'll go and investigate and let you know what we are dealing with. Alright, now this is actually a little bit of a request on my part. I don't know if any of you guys know what's going on here, but I've been noticing we are hearing them on the surface with the hydrophone, I think, with the hydrophone, which I presume is what this is supposed to represent here. But if we go to the hydrophone, you see what I'm talking about. We can't hear a thing. Okay, and I've been following her for a while now, so unless the crew is asleep, I'm wondering whether that's some kind of bug. Let me know if you have any idea what's going on here. I'm wondering whether the mod is supposed to be modeling the hydrophone to only work when you're at periscope depth or under the waves, you know. And that's just bugging out, and we're actually getting that on the map when we should not be. So let me know about that, because I'm a little confused. But anyway, we're getting closer now, and we're almost in position to fire. So bug or not, we are going to, well, hopefully get a shot at whatever this is. I'm sure it's Japanese. So yeah, we have some action coming right up. All right, well, we're in position now, and we're just waiting for her to come to us. Pretty rough seas, as you can tell, but we have a very beautiful sunrise up there, which is going to make things a little bit easier. So I'm just going to stay here, chug along at 1 knot. We're on an intercept course now. Let's have a look here. You can see. So we're just waiting for her to appear. I think she's going fairly quickly, so I don't think we'll be waiting too long. But this is where we want to be. We've still got a little bit of darkness, so hopefully we won't be too visible. I just got to be careful I don't pop up too high with these waves. I need to stay fairly low, otherwise they'll see our periscope, or worse still, our conning tower, as it's washed by the waves. So we do not want that. Let's just wait here and get ready to pounce. All right, well, we have a visual, so we can start timing her now, and we can get her course. So let's do this now. Approximately click. 3 minutes. I was mistakenly timing it for 3:15 last episode because I'm used to Silent Hunter 3 and I wasn't thinking, so sorry about that. Don't let it ever be said that I'm an expert at this game, because I am most definitely not. But hopefully this time we'll get it all right. We have plenty of time to calculate her course, get an angle on bow, all of that stuff. So half a minute. I'm quite happy with that distance. Let's just speed up a little bit for a while. Get a little bit closer. 1 minute's coming up now. Yeah, it'd be nice to shoot a little bit closer. That's not quite right. I need to fix that. That should be about right now. Good enough. A little bit more like that. We wouldn't actually have that much information in reality. Anyway, that's 1 minute now. Let this happen in real time. Our torpedoes are more or less ready to go. We've got them all loaded. I'm going to leave them all on low. I'm going to set them all for contact though. I forgot to do that. So just quickly, we'll set them all for contact before I forget, because I don't trust our impact pistols in this weather. Technically we're not supposed to do that. We are supposed to be using the nice shiny Admiralty approved magnetic pistols, but I don't trust them. So alright, it's coming up to 2 minutes now. Let's do a little bit of time compression. Go up to 8+. So coming up to 3 minutes about now. 10 seconds. What, I've lost it in the waves, damn it. Okay. And click, that's about right. Maybe a little bit over, but alright, so we've got an approximation now of her course as well, because we can correct that, because you could just put that between those two crosses there, and we have her course perfectly. Now we need her speed. Just need to measure between these two, and we got 10 knots. I'm happy with that. Alright, I've just got the scope up again, and we can't see much with this weather anyway, but I think we're dealing with this, a medium combi freighter. You can see her out there on the horizon. So we're going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to drop this scope. We're not going to be using the scope a great deal this time. We don't really need it, so we'll just keep it down for now. We'll leave it there. No, actually, we do need it for a moment. Hang on. What am I doing? Page up. That should be working. Yep, there we go. Come on. Alright. We just need enough of a visual that we can get a angle on bow. We're running out of time. Okay, here we go. Let's get our angle on bow. This tool here. Nope. Always doing that. Always confusing them. This one here. Put that there. There. That's about 60 degrees, maybe 62. I'm going to say 62. So let's start setting this up. I'm going to get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. I'm going to fire tubes 1 and 2. We'll turn that on in a minute. That'll have to do. Let's check her angle on bow quickly. Again. Okay, so she's not too far away. She's still fairly decent angle there, so we should be okay. 75, yeah, I was about right. 10, and now we can turn on the TDC tracker. Torpedo settings. Let's drop this scope for a while. I'm going to fire 1 and 2. Leave them on contact and low speed. Open tubes 1 and 2. check this here. Where is it? Of course I can't see because of the top. Scope's up, not up. I think that's ready to go though. If that's assuming that's right, which I think it might be. Oh, it's about right. The range is off slightly, but it's going to have to do. So fire 1, and this one we're going to give an angle, let's say, of about. We'll offset it to the right. Let's put it a couple of degrees to the right. I might fire 3 at her actually. Fire 2. Ready tube 3. And this one I'm going to offset even more to the right. I'm going to put it 3 degrees that way. For a spread of 3 torpedoes. Fire 3. Now all we have to do is wait. Okay, spread of 3 torpedoes, heading straight for her. Wow. Okay, so that's just 1 torpedo. There looks like there's another one on the way. No, there's 1. Let's see if it's a yes. That's 2. And this one may or may not be an impact. I think this one might be just a little bit ahead of her bow. No, she's going to hit. That's 3 impacts. Well, that's the end of that one. Very successful attack. Excellent work. Let's go back in here, have a look in the periscope. Yep. Right, well, we're diving now. We're down to, what are we? 100. There you go. Perfect. So, interesting. We got the lifeboat, apparently. I'm not sure what happened there. I suppose the explosion of the torpedo took out the lifeboat as well. So we got credit for that, which is a new feature in this mod. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or not, but there it is. We have credit. 1 ton, large lifeboat full of innocent Japanese merchant sailors probably, but that's okay. You've got to do what you got to do. And it wasn't actually what I thought it was. It was a modern Hansa freighter. So I was trying to... Let's see if we can find what that is. Modern Hansa freighter. Modern Hansa freighter. Modern tanker. There's so many new ships here, it's just hard to know exactly what you're dealing with. So, I'm glad I didn't fire it. There we go. Hansa freighter. I don't know, it's one of these. I can't find it now. But it's a good thing I didn't fire a magnetic torpedo at it. Any magnetic torpedoes, because it probably would have run underneath. Modern Hansa freighter. There you go. That's what it was. So for future reference... we now know what she actually looks like. Like that. It's a fairly distinctive silhouette. You think I would have noticed that, but apparently not. Put that up there for now. That's bugging me. So there you go. That's what we got. That's another 7,600 tons. So pretty good. Pretty damn good. Plus 1 helpless lifeboat. Alright, I'm just on the surface, let them know that I sank that thing, and they've told us to shut up and be quiet for another 12 hours, fair enough. Yeah, we've still got to patrol around here. We haven't completed this objective yet, of course. We've got another few days to go there. We do have we did get a message here. I've been on the surface now for about an hour, so I should be going back to periscope depth. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what we'll do now. It's obviously not a good idea to stay up here. And yeah, so continue with current objectives, and Darwin has been removed as a base of operations, which is not great for us, obviously. Anyway, I think I might cut this episode short this time. I don't know, I'm not really feeling it today. There's a lot of stuff for me to do and so on, so I might make a shorter episode if that's okay with you guys. I will bring you hopefully a longer, more exciting episode next week. So thank you very much for viewing. This has been KairoS, and I will see you all in the next episode.